everybody. I just wanted to start this video off with a time lapse that I forgot to insert in my last video of the very tail end of Hurricane Nicole. I'm just a big fan of time lapse videos. Okay, on with the rest. So I noticed a bunch of RVs showed up last night, so I think these probably came from the campsite at Fort Wilderness. So Disney may have figured that it was safer to move them over here to these parking lots. Alright, we're going to Celebration to get my coffee. Starbucks was closed in Celebration. Sorry, I have my jazz a little too loud for you guys. My Starbucks was closed in Celebration for 2 whole days. So I'm excited to go there. Why do I go to Celebration to get Starbucks, you may ask? Just because I love Celebration. I love driving through it. It's so peaceful and beautiful, and it makes me feel good. So that's where we're going. Every cup is an adventure. Every cup helps me make that adventure, that's for sure. Gives me the energy for one. But yeah, this is my Starbucks here that I like to go to when I'm at Disney World. It's very, very close. It takes like 8 minutes to get to the Starbucks from the All-Star Resort, and they have the street closed off. I'm not sure if there's an event going on or something today, maybe tonight. The one thing I find interesting about the little downtown of Celebration is that it seems like 90% of the little shops here are actually real estate agencies. Oh, there's a beauty shop, but there's another one, Viva Orlando Realty. The little nail spa, Century 21. So basically real estate and a few salons. Yeah, I can't see why it's blocked off, but I think it's probably there's going to be some kind of get-together or concert or celebration of some kind. One of my favorite things are these little bridges to drive over. I'm just so entertained by this. Whee! It looks cooler in real life. Video doesn't do it justice. Oh man, I just heard some crazy thunder happening. You guys hear that?
Turn left onto Water Street, then turn left onto
Oh, that was a more quiet one. Future Panda here. I thought this would be a good place to add some clips of Celebration that I still have from my visit last July. So let's take a literal drive down memory lane and insert those clips here for you. Hi guys, first full day in Florida. Right here we are at Celebration, Florida, which is a town that Disney built. They no longer own it, but you still see all the beautiful touches that they still have, like this lovely little area and a neighborhood here. They have lots of beautiful areas like this. If you want to live in Orlando or the Kissimmee area, this is a good place to be. But yeah, just appreciate it. Cue the music. My Celebration bench. No, but it really is very quiet and very peaceful and quite lovely here. If I could live here, I would. Alright, catch you guys soon. We'll show you more spots. Have their own K through 8 school. Go over it again. Whee! Little cute bridge. I am so easily entertained, it's not even funny. So there's the golf course. And this is where I saw the gator last time. Let's see if we see another one. Oh, that's right. I never showed you guys the gator. Okay, I'm gonna insert that footage right now. So of course, before I go to the airport, I had to stop by Gideon's. This is the limited edition one for this month. I've never seen the dark coffee cake one before. I'm gonna see if they have that right now because it is 5:30. So they have a morning exclusive, which is the coffee cookie, and then they have the sunset exclusive, which they start selling only at sunset, and that's the dark coffee cake. Well, some of you know what this means. This is the monorail at the MCO airport, so I'm officially heading home. I'm going to meet you guys at my home now to tell you a little bit more about my crazy, quote, mysteriously, end quote, missing clips of Wednesday, November 10th, so see you there. And we're home. Hi friends, thanks for joining me at home. If you don't like story time stuff, then maybe this is the end of the video for you, but if you do, I have a little bit of a story for you. So I wanted to explain a little bit better about what happened on Wednesday, November 10th, because I thought the hotel situation was kind of interesting. But first I'm going to start with some things that I filmed that I was sad about losing. The alligator. You guys just saw a clip where I wanted to insert my first ever sighting of a wild gator. And it wasn't just their eyeballs poking out of the water. They were all the way out of the water just chilling on the bank of the Celebration golf course. So full gator sighting. It was sleeping, but then another one came out of the water to join it, and that was kind of fun. So, I mean, of course I've seen an alligator before, and crocodiles even, and zoos and whatnot, but for some reason it's just different seeing it just there wildly. And sorry, I'm going to keep looking off of the lens slightly because I did write some notes, so I didn't forget everything that I wanted to tell you guys. After taking my detour to Celebration, I went to Epcot. I was very excited because I had a spot in line for the virtual queue of the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which was the only reason really why I was going to Epcot. The weather was absolutely gnarly at Epcot. The rain was coming down in sheets. It was never letting up. It was actually really, really cold, and which is just weird to be in Florida and be cold like that. I was walking through puddles all day and my feet were absolutely freezing, so it wasn't like a super comfortable day weather-wise. Therefore, I did not venture into World Showcase because I didn't think, like, the weather was not good and it wasn't worth it. So I just stayed in the front part of the park and just rode a few rides, Guardians of the Galaxy of course being one of them, and I did film the very beginnings of that ride before it gets kind of crazy, so I was really sad that I lost that too because I wanted to share that with you guys. I also rode Spaceship Earth and Figment and filmed both of those for you guys, so sorry about that as well. Now here's the kicker. Through this whole day, I was trying to book my hotel. So I should start with right before I went into the Christmas party the night before, like literally right before I went in, I just had parked in the parking lot. I got an email from Delta saying that my flight was canceled. So I stayed in the car for a little bit fixing that. It was actually pretty easy. It took me just about 10 minutes to change my flight, and it was all set, and I felt good about that. So I stayed at the Christmas party pretty late. You know, it ends at midnight, got home pretty late, was really tired, passed out, woke up at 9 a.m. and the first thing I thought of was, oh my gosh, I need to figure out where I'm going to stay for the next 2 nights, right? So the first thing I did was I figured it would be most efficient to go down to the front desk and just book it there or see what they can do. Oh yeah, now that was at 10 a.m. by the way. At the front desk they told me that they were full and that they had a 200-person waiting list. That was a little bit confusing to me. The gentleman at the front desk also seemed confused. So I decided to call the number for the hotel reservations to see if they could help me at all there. I thought if all the hotels are, filling up, maybe it's just best to stick with trying to stay at Disney since I already was staying there. They're likely to be the ones to help me out and extend my stay somehow. I was on hold for about 3 hours. Then my group was called to ride Guardians. So I had to, forfeit my spots on the phone to ride Guardians. And yes, that was totally worth it to me. That was totally worth it. So, Guardians, again, like I said, is the whole reason why I was there. It's Guardians. After the ride, I immediately got on hold again with Disney. I finally got a hold of someone around 4 o'clock. The cast member told me they were not booking any rooms at the moment and that there was nothing available. I told her my whole situation and she said that they should be holding rooms for folks like me. So I thought, great. She then said she would have to transfer me to somebody. She was trying to transfer me, but the queue was full for calls. So she kept having to refresh to get me in there. So I had to stay on the line until she could get me in. It took a while. And it said the hold time was 4 hours. I was given the option for a callback instead of holding, so of course I opted into that. I surprisingly got a call 10 minutes later, and it was a recording saying to call back during normal business hours before 11 p.m., on a weekday. And it was a weekday, and it was like 5:30 in the evening, so that was a little bit strange. It actually called me twice, and the recording said that, and then it just hangs up on you. So that was kind of interesting. So I was feeling kind of defeated at this moment. I did have my rental car. I thought, well, I won't not have shelter, so I'll be okay if I can't find a hotel. But here's the funny thing to all of this. I was very happy about it, but I found it very interesting. So I ended up losing my umbrella at Epcot, and I asked somebody what I should do, where's lost and found, and they sent me to guest services. I went to guest services, waited in line, and asked about my umbrella. And then something just told me, like, hey, maybe you should just mention the hotel situation. Never hurts to ask, right? Oh, by the way, they didn't have my umbrella, which, was fine at that point. I was, more concerned about the hotel stuff anyway. So I just thought she was going to say that, they don't help with anything like that. I thought they would only help with stuff inside the park. But she actually said, let me see what I can do. She said she would call guest services herself. I guess they have a special phone number to call each other. I don't know, because she got on the phone, she talked to them for like a minute or less. She said, that's amazing. I was feeling good because I was like, why would she say that's amazing? It's gotta be good news. So she hangs up and she's like, yeah, I got you the next 2 nights at the resort you're staying at, All Star Music Resorts, and you're all set. I don't know. I don't, like, how did you do that? I'm so dang happy that I lost my umbrella. If I hadn't lost my umbrella and gone to guest services and thought to ask that, I don't know, maybe all of a sudden she had good timing and they were starting to like let people who were in a situation like myself take a room. I'm not sure, or maybe it was because it was her. I don't know. I was just happy that I had a room. I was so relieved. The funny thing is, too, is that when I was on the phone with the lady, when I finally got a hold of somebody on the hotel reservation line, they did tell me, you maybe should go talk to somebody at the front desk at All Star. And that I said, yeah, that was actually the first thing I did, and I thought that would be the most helpful thing for me to do, was to physically talk to somebody like that at the hotel, especially right when I was, checking out. So I don't know. That's my story. I found it very interesting. I don't know if you guys did too. Maybe it was very boring. I don't know. But if you've ever been in a frustrating situation like that, you would understand, how I was so happy, you know. She was like my little Epcot angel. It never hurts to just ask like a bunch of different people if they can help you. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helps you in any way if you're ever stuck somewhere because of weather. You know, the one thing I should say is that I was a little bit disappointed that I spent most of my Epcot day just kind of on the phone. Even when I was on I forget if it was Figment or Spaceship Earth, but I was like on hold on the ride. But I was determined to like have my rides and try to have a little bit of fun at the park while trying to figure it out. But alright, well, I will see you guys very soon on some new adventures. Till next time, guys. Bye.